YouTube, what is up, everybody? Doomwake here, and we are back with some more Pioneer content as I do some, testing various sweet decks. I don't know if there's any chance that I play this in Atlanta, but I did see this particular deck list from, I believe it was the either top 16 or top 32 of the Sunday Challenge, and it's a really cool deck here. We have a blue, kind of like a blue-black, I guess you can call it tempo, where you're utilizing Up the Beanstalk as a splash card, pairing with Stormwing Entity, Murderous Cut, and Tolarian Terror. So you can have, like, with these two, you can cast threats and draw cards while you're still, cycling through your deck. And then Murderous Cut, you bin a lot of stuff with Consider and just a bunch of cheap cards. Fill your graveyard for Murderous Cut, draw a card off Beanstalk. Ledger Shredder, which is pretty powerful with all of these 1-mana cards. You have a whole bunch of cantrips, Fatal Push, Thoughtseize, and just a ton of ways to trigger Shredder. Shredder also fills the graveyard for Murderous Cut, and then you have a bunch of all these 19 1-mana spells to help enable your Storming Entities. So kind of a sweet deck. I'm not exactly sure about these Meathook Massacres. I guess the concept is if you cast it for 3, that triggers Up the Beanstalk, so it's not the worst idea. So it seems fine as a top-end sweeper. And then, yeah, just like a sweet, Up the Beanstalk, not really control, but utilizing this as your card advantage engine with your cheap-ish threats, pairing that with cantrips. Looks like a sweet deck, so I'm excited to see how this one goes. Why no Cruise? Because we're choosing to go with Cut as our Delve spell. I don't know if you have room for more than 3 or 4 Delve spells. You could play, a Cruise as the 4th one. Yeah, I'm also wondering if there's a way that you can kind of incorporate the Sleep Cursed Fairy Incubation Druid stuff into that shell with Rona to loot the pieces away. I'm gonna hold up either Consider or Opt. I don't want to Slight yet because it's not clear what they're playing. So I kind of want some more information before I cast the Slight. If they make a play this turn, then I can use that information to consider. Looks like blue-black control. I'm going to keep that. Okay. Let's Shredder here. Yeah, it works with Rona if Gwen is exiled, which is nice. They have Narset. Narset would be so bad for me. Considering my hand's all cantrips. Please don't play Narset. Please don't play Narset. Please? Asking nicely? I know, right? No matter what deck I play, I just always happen to queue into the worst possible matchup. Okay. A follower was asking how to improve the Metalwork Colossus deck. I think the gnomes from Ixalan, the ship might help. What do you think? The gnomes from Ixalan? Well, the gnomes from Ixalan don't help, right? Because Metalwork only counts non-creature artifacts. Cling in response. Okay. I don't think they're rogues time. I think they're just blue-black control. Yeah, I don't think rogues would play Bankbuster. Draw a card with Bankbuster. Didn't kill the Shredder. I like that. Let's go Sleight of Hand first. I'd like to find a Thoughtseize here. That kind of works too. Now let's Opt. I'm just going to keep pumping up the Shredder. I can't imagine these Massacres are going to be that relevant. Let's Cling their Cling. Change the equation. Alright, sure. I wanted to do that main phase in case I hit a Thoughtseize. Because now we have 1, 2, 4. So this costs 3 mana. We can also just hold up Cling and then just Cling their Cling. The equation has been changed. What if I didn't know the equation to begin with, though? Filling out of the last hope. This is your last hope. Well, this is kind of awkward. Probably should have played that. I guess I'm, like, bluffing by holding up 2 mana. It's probably less relevant to bluff than just play this tap land. Yeah, we never knew what the equation was. It just got changed without us even knowing. I have an idea for an Ariat Esper with Witness Protection, the new similar card, more of a standard thing than Pioneer. Ariat, the Tempting Apple card? Or is there like an actual card called Ariat? That's bad. Sheoldred. She Joel on my red. I don't even know. I don't know where I'm going with this. My bad, my bad, my bad. We're good. Oh, I guess they're gonna chump block. Is that what's happening? Yeah, chump block here. Okay. And then I could go Shockland, Cling to Dust, Entity. I think I'm just gonna play another Terror here. I think that's also fine. They have Extinction Event, this could be bad. Yeah, muted. I Tick on Shredder. Yeah, I don't know what it is. I just... no matter what deck I am playing, without fail, I just always happen to find the worst possible matchup. Is this the worst possible matchup? I don't know. We're still not 100% sure exactly what they're playing. I cannot block any faster. Fastest block of my life. Guess they probably have another one. 5, 6 mana? Playing Meathook for 5? Sure. Okay, now we can do the Cling plus Entity play. I guess we can Thoughtseize first. So let's do that. Ayo. Ayo. Well, I'd much rather Cling that one. One... Wait, what was that last card? Oh, fuck. So I have to play my land first. Cling this. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Keep the spells in the graveyard for terror. I can Edict the Liliana next turn. I don't need to do it this turn. So we know they have Pierce Pathway. Beans. I'm keeping the Fatal Push because I'm, like, kind of worried about this Bankbuster. I guess they don't have a creature, so maybe I'm not supposed to be worried about it. Oh, they have Sheoldred, right, okay. Yeah, no, it's good to keep that, I think. I guess we can't really push the Sheoldred. But we can just go Edict, make them sack a creature. Okay, this kind of worked out, right? Not if they crew the Bankbuster. Because we'll have push Edict. Oh, no, this is still fine, right? Yeah, okay. So we take 4, go to 6. Yeah, go to 4. This is crew 3. Oh, no. I put the Beanstalk first. Short Fang, thank you so much for the 9-month resub. Welcome back. Appreciate that. Thank you for the 9 months. Greatly appreciate the continued support. Yeah, so I have Fatal Push on top of my deck, but I have to draw the Fatal Push off of the Beanstalk. And this makes things really awkward. Because if I Edict, make them sack a creature, they just sack this, and then I can't Fatal Push the Sheoldred. So... well, I guess we're just gonna go to 2, huh? You ever just be at 2 before? Kitchen Fangs, thank you so much for the 38-month resub. Getting us that much closer to playing some Pure Modern. Thank you so much. Appreciate that. Every single day we get that much closer to playing some Pure Modern. Thanks again for the resubs. Oh, I'm at 1? Oh, no. Well, I guess I'm at 1. Now I'm dead to any removal spell. Come to Lord of Shore for my birthday. Oh, right. The Massacre kills us. Right. Was there any way to avoid that? So I guess I could have not Edicted main phase. Where I just go kill the Liliana, pass. Upkeep. Yeah, maybe upkeep Edict? I don't know. I think I still might have been dead, though. What is Superior Modern? No, it's Pure Modern, not Superior Modern. But I guess it is kind of Superior Modern. But it's Modern without Horizons. No Horizons, no Lord of the Rings. It would be the 4th tournament that we've held. We've had 3 prior ones. And if you want any kind of information on prior tournaments, we have all of that stuff in the Discord. There should be a channel for it. I know there is a channel for it. Alright, so Kaito, Dispute, Needle seems fine, Duress seems fine. I'm gonna cut Fatal Push, Murderous Cut. I guess we have to cut these 2. And our beans look a lot worse when we cut all of this stuff. Maybe I should keep in Murderous Cut for Sheoldred, at least 1 copy. I'll just keep in 2, actually. I don't care about the Liliana. I don't think there was any way to play around the random Gifted Aetherborn. Yeah, I know. They're only playing Gifted Aetherborn because it's great against me. Worst matchup confirmed. This has kind of been the theme of today's stream, where I play against a deck, and I'm like, man, that seems like the worst matchup for my deck. And then I lose, and then I queue into another deck, and then I say, oh man, that seems like the worst matchup for my deck. And then I lose, and then I drop from the league, and then I queue up another league, and I play against a deck, and I'm like, man, that must be the worst matchup for my deck. But you know what, chat? You know what I have to drown all of my sorrows? My heavy play playmat. Even when I'm having a down day, I just pick up my heavy play playmat, just vibing. This stuff is so cool. I know I said that before, but it really is. Well, yeah, that too. Yeah, maybe Modern's not looking so bad after all. Okay. I'm just gonna keep and hope that I draw land. Could also maybe save the Thoughtseize. I have 2 disputes for my Shredder. Okay. Well, that's unfortunate. Would have been nice if they only had 1 of those. Aha! Dispute this. Dispute this. If you drew Spell Pierce, I am done. I am done if you drew Spell Pierce. Alright, go. There's no... I would not be able to recover if they drew Spell Pierce there. I would literally not be able to recover if they drew Spell Pierce. Okay, so they played Hall, so we know these 5 cards. Kind of awkward that... Okay, this is going to look a little weird. I'm just going to play Shredder first, force them to dispute. And then I'm going to go tap land pass. And then I can go Thoughtseize Entity next turn. If you put your heavy play playmat on top of your head, the magnets protect from haters and ghosts. We're going to test this theory out. Stay. Alright, we're going to try this. This is the new stream. Welcome. It is I, the heaviest of plays. Updated State of Pioneer. Yeah, updated State of Pioneer. We're blocking out the haters with our heavy play map. This is worth heavy. This is worth just updated State of Pioneer. Just this. Yeah, where are the haters at? Bro, I know what your hand is. What are you doing? I know exactly what's in your hand. You can't do anything. Stop. Stop casting spells. These are both pretty good, I think. See, all I gotta do is put the playmat on, and there you go. Now, now I'm gonna win. Alright, now it's, like, actually falling off. Yeah, see? I want to, like, actually put some cards on the playmat. It's got, like, a nice surface to it. I am going to hold the consider. Yeah, the magnet shield is upgraded tinfoil technology. You don't need a tinfoil hat when we have this. Why are we main phasing this? That's kind of a little sus. Right? Why would they main phase this? Like, what if I just had Dispute in my hand? You know? Like, you would just upkeep it at that point, right? Which they probably should have done anyways if they're going to do that. What land did they play that turn? They played Pathway. Alright, Otawara Takanuma. I mean, we still basically can't lose this game. Regardless. Your turn. Guess they could go land. They could go land Meathook Massacre. If they go land Meathook Massacre, I might Murderous Cut my own thing. To both draw a card and let one survive. Yeah, I probably will do that. Could Murderous Cut my own thing to counter their Cling. Trying to make land drops. They already played a land for turn, though. I would say that you're right if they hadn't already played a land for turn. I probably should have just cut that. No, this is Pioneer. Yeah. Alright, where's the tweet? Updated State of Pioneer. Updated State of Pioneer. Post. Okay, not bad. We could maybe just kill them this turn. Depending on how many cantrips we can find. They're gonna counter this? Sure. So this costs 3 mana, right? Yeah, I get the draw card. Yeah, so now Meathook Massacre doesn't even really save them. Because they can kill these two, but I get to keep the Terror in play. Sweet. This deck is pretty sweet when it gets going. Alright, game 3. True. Chat, you get maximum use out of the Beans Redemption this time. Yeah, Ward is only their stuff. Correct. So yeah, if you Murderous Cut your own thing, the Ward won't trigger because it's only their spells. Well, it's a little more main deck because we cut the Meathooks in the Murderous Cut. So in a normal circumstance, we have 12 cards that trigger at game 1s, but Meathook is not good in this matchup. What is this unhinged build? Yeah, I wonder if maybe we just play more Delve cards. Like, sure, we already have 3 Murderous Cuts. It is kind of awkward that the Delve cards, it's kind of anti-synergy with Tolarian Terror, so I don't know. There's, like, definitely some things to think about there. Alright, what are you working with over there? Nice hand. I guess it's probably going to be hard for me to beat 2 Sheoldreds, huh? Can hardcast Mystical Dispute on these? As much as I want to take the Cling there, I think I'm supposed to just take lands. I got a Murderous Cut, too. We're, like, not that bad against Sheoldred. We are pretty bad against that card. It's really awkward. Because if I keep that, I don't get to hold up Dispute for Sheoldred. And they're almost 100% going to cast one of these next turn, right? I think I'm going to graveyard that. Okay. Start here. So now they only have one. They only have one Sheoldred, so we can Murderous Cut that one. Like they cast Sheoldred, we can go response cantrip, end of turn Murderous Cut, and then untap and try to find an Edict for Liliana. That I was gonna say it kind of plays, but they have Massacre. Yeah, their last card's Massacre. So I'm not sure that's good enough. I guess that's a good point, too. They can also just minus the Liliana. Well, I did bottom. I can promise you I did bottom. It says it in the game log. Cast Opt, scries 1, 0 top, 1 bottom, draws a card with Opt. Just to prove to you that I'm not insane. They snap minus. Interesting. Kind of a weird minus. Oops. That's probably the best draw on the deck. I need to get this up to 4 toughness because of the Meathook Massacre, right? I guess it doesn't matter because they can just uptick and then Massacre. They snap down tick. Okay, I think that's good for me. Like, I have more answers to the Sheoldred than I do to the Liliana, I think. I like that. They had a win in play. Yeah, if they just kept upticking the Liliana, I don't know why they, like, aggressively wanted the downtick there. Okay, I'm at 14. We know they have a Meathook Massacre. Could cycle and try to find Edict or Cut. Could also play Kaito. Kaito's kind of the same thing as cycling, right? Guess it makes a chump blocker for Sheoldred. Yeah, that might be a little better to do this first. Just go like Kaito downtick. No. Yeah, that's fine. They can Meathook my blocker, but I'm fine with that. Yeah, Sheoldred is extremely good against us. I hope they don't Meathook here. I would love the chump block. Just -2 to gain 4 life is good enough. Dope. I found Hive. It's kind of awkward. Not great. Not great. I think we have to attack here. Yeah, attack that uptick. Sheoldred just soloing us. The 6 big boys feel like enough. Yeah, so you have the 6 creatures, 3 Murderous Cuts, and 3 Meathook Massacres. So you do have 12 ways to trigger Up the Beanstalk, which is definitely low. Like it's a little low, but it's one of those things that you kind of got to play a lot with to get a better understanding of exactly how you should be building it. Give me lands, please. Okay, it is a land. Can't complain. You want Growth Spiral to be worth it? Spiral's kind of weird. Like, ideally on turn 2, you're casting either Beanstalk or Shredder. And, like, because you have so many 1-drops, the ramp doesn't... It sounds weird, but the ramp doesn't really help you that much. Because you're going from... Like, you're not really going from 2 to 4, given that you have so many 1s, if that makes sense. Maybe that's a bad way to look at it. When the Lotus is a field... Drawing double Meathook against Lotus doesn't feel great. Well, we can kill the Vizier, which is nice. Kill the Vizier, draw a card. It's pretty good, too. Well, not really. I only have 1 black source. Let's see if we can find a second black source here. Is it even worth keeping a second black source? I guess. And now I'll take this. I should probably just use mana here to keep an extra card in the graveyard. I was going to say in case I draw Tolarian Terror. So now we go Shredder. Meathook for 0. Discard the Fatal Push, probably. And now we can pass. If I draw land, I can Meathook for 2. Trigger Beanstalk, opt, trigger Shredder. I guess I would do that post-combat. It's kind of cool that Meathook acts as a sweeper that also triggers Up the Beanstalk, which is a really cool... I like that addition a lot. That sounds kind of cool. What about a Temur Shell using Bedlam Reveler? Some of the best 1-mana cards in Pioneer are black, though. Like, losing Thoughtseize and Fatal Push seems kind of tough. Those are just some of the best cards in the format. I think you do want to be playing Thoughtseize Fatal Push, especially when you're playing with, like, Shredder, Tolarian Terror, all that stuff. It's like, those 1-mana cards they're so good. I'm actually going to keep the Meathook. I was going to say, because if I keep bricking, then... there's no reason to cling now. But I'll hold it up just in case. Yeah, Meathook for 3. Hey, put a card in the bottom. Oh, we're getting some value out of our Meathook Massacre. Dope. Do I want to cling now? No, I think I'm going to wait for the cling. Black, 1. I should leave up blue, black. Yeah, there's no reason to attack first, because they just block, right? And I want to cast if X equals 3 anyways. I guess a little punish for holding up the Watery Grave. Attack you for -1. Does that mean they gain a life? Is that how that works? Is Sleight of Hand better than Opt? Is this official 4 versus 2? I don't really know. They're very, very similar. Maybe you'd rather have the instant speed ability, the instant speed, like, optionality of opt. Optionality of opt, huh? Green, this, beans. Beans. Sleight is a better option. This costs 1, right? Tolarian Terror, draw 2 cards. Just out here living my best life. You're at 16. Can I kill them next turn? 5, 8, 10. I don't think I can kill them next turn. They still have 2 hidden strings, though. Is this the perfect board state? Yeah, this should be the next updated state of Pioneer. USOP. The official channel of the USOP. Stay tuned to find out more. Oh, this is like... Now I know why people love casting this Up the Beanstalk card, huh? This is kind of fucked up. This one. This one. Seize your thoughts. I'm just clicking buttons at this point. We're keeping this for content. Okay, your turn. Yeah, the 4th Beanstalk just for content. See, the thing about Pioneer is you don't really have to worry about decking yourself with the 4th Beanstalk, because you don't have that many cards that trigger it, you know? So you just put the 4th one in play without any fear of ever decking yourself. You gotta worry about that. Alright, what do you want against Lotus Fields? I would like Mystical Dispute, Pithing Needle, Fatal Push out, God, but this is kind of the problem. So my issue with matchups against decks where these cards are bad, in the post-board games, you just have almost nothing that triggers this. So I wonder if there's a way that we can make a better sideboard plan that involves sideboarding in cards that trigger beans that are also good in matchups like this. I don't know what that would look like. I guess we could just play Thing in the Ice as just another threat. Could be okay. Mistcutter Hydra. Sideboarding Mandrills feels so weird, though, you know? Like, I think playing the Meathooks and Murderous Cuts game 1 is good, because there are enough decks in Pioneer that these cards are just really good against. Could be like 1 or 2 Cruises, because Cruise is also good for the grindy matchups. Yeah, Cruise could be okay. Could play Tassiger. Yeah, you could just sideboard threats, like Tassiger. I was thinking of cards that are specifically good against those matchups, like an actual sideboard card, but maybe if you just sideboard threats. Like, if I had 3, like, you know, a Hooting Mandrills and 2 Tassigers to bring in here or something, or like a Cruise and 2 Tassigers, I would do that for sure. Let's bring in these. Yeah, Hullbreaker's kind of hard to cast, though, especially against Lotus Field, where you don't really have that kind of time against them. It's better against the control decks, for sure. How do I have mismatching breeding pools? I thought I fixed that. Play Cut of Edicts. Well, we already have 3 cuts, though. You want more cuts? Approach of the Second Sun. Their hand is, not great, to say the least. Their hand's a little sus. Alright, I want to see what they drew. Average Lotus hand. No, now it's the average Lotus hand. The problem is if they draw Lotus Field, I'm still gonna die. Like, I'm still just 100% dead if they draw it. Yeah, that's kind of what I think I have to take Discontinuity. It's kind of where my head was at, too. Oh, you're saying to keep the cut in over the Edict. Sure. Did they play Planeswalkers? I guess Edict is slightly better against Chandra. Could maybe justify that. I don't know. kind of want to bottom this. No, I shouldn't bottom this. I just want to find a threat. Cling is okay. Is this card an instant? The sorcery. So I don't have to worry about it. Them, like, doing it in response. I am going to get the scrying out of here, though. Beans. Consider first in case we hit Stormwing. That plays, right? Well, that's the nuts. Could have waited a turn. Maybe I should have waited a turn. Uh-oh. Well, that's not good. Probably should cycle the Cling first. I guess target the Balagid recovery. Not the worst. Okay, let's... Oh, God, they found 2 strings. Oh, God. Are we dead? Are we dead? We have to take a strings, right? Well, I guess they don't have enough mana. Yeah, we can take a strings. This actually shouldn't... Yeah, I don't think we're dead. We have to find some interaction next turn. Yeah, we shouldn't be dead if we take 1 strings. Unless they draw, like, a cycler. Or they could just draw an untapped land, I guess. But if they draw an untapped land, they don't have enough mana, I think. Well, I don't really want to flip my thing in the Isis, so I guess I won't even cast this card. Can Cling main phase to try and find a Thoughtseize? Seems fine, right? Did I play Stubborn Denial? No, our counterspell in the board is Mystical Dispute. I don't think it matters what I exile, right? Discard spell, please. Fuck. I'll make them think I have Dispute. Not that they can play around it anyways. But we're probably going to lose this game. How is Terror not a horror? Yeah, I know, right? Like, come on. It's clearly a horror. Or at least make it creature-type terror, you know? No, it's a serpent. One of the serpents of all time. Chad, I think we're dead. I drew a lot of cards this game. Was not good enough. Can sack Terror to coma? Now we're talking. Haven't played Pioneer in 6 months. How has it changed since then? Not much, Kilgore. Not much. You are not missing out on much. I mean, I guess I would say that the metagame has shifted in the sense of, like, the top decks are moving up and down the tier list or ranking or whatever, but the actual decks themselves, they're not really different than 6 months ago. Alright, let's just go to the next game. I'm good. I don't think Phoenix was even tier 3 when I was playing. Yeah, well, I mean, people still played it back then, but it definitely got a lot better with the printing of Sleight of Hand. Like, a lot more consistent. Oh, you wanted to do this, right? Yeah, too late. I should have, but you're right, I should have. And before having the Edict to my opening hand. Okay. Surely I'll draw lands. Yeah, if you're worried about this matchup, maybe we should sideboard Stubborn Denials. It's kind of like another card that would help this matchup a lot. Because, again, the big problem is when you're playing with Murderous Cut and Meathook Massacre main deck, you find yourself in spots where you have a lot of cards that you want to cut in the postboard games, but you don't have enough to bring in. So, while I like the concept of the deck, I think the sideboard needs work. I guess it's better to consider first with the terror, huh? Or maybe that's bad logic. Because if I see a land on top, I won't want to bin it with consider. I'm not sure it matters that much. Yeah, we have to beans here. Need one more land. There we go. Perfect. So next turn we go Sleight Entity. Hopefully turn after we can find some discard spells. Sideboard into Neoform Atraxa. Maybe. It's weird though because people are already going to sideboard in Graveyard Hate for you because you have terrors. But it could be a good juke. I could see it. Especially in these matchups where they don't typically take this. Yeah, this is fine. They don't typically interact with your early pressure anyways. So like, or not early pressure, but they're not interacting with you like your graveyard as much. They're just kind of trying to do their own thing. I don't know if I want either of these. I could keep the Beanstalk, but I'm kind of far away from these terrors as is. 3. They cost 4 right now. I'm just going to bottom both of these. I can always just cast a terror next turn. Port Deathred Shamans. I mean, I'm here for it. I am absolutely here for it. What are the odds that this mystical dispute keeps me alive? Probably good enough odds, right? Yeah. For the memes. It's always for the memes. It's not great. I assumed they were for I assumed they were for mono green when I was looking at the sideboard initially. Yeah, probably not frickin' Vogue. I wonder how the mono green matchup is. Fatal Push Thoughtseize does go a long way. Hard casting Vizier. I guess I'll counter that. It gives them a lot of mana. And if they had me rolled up, they probably would have just cycled this, you know. Sinister Sabotage. No, I don't know if I like that card that much. So now this costs 3. So I guess we can tap out here to get a Shredder trigger. Discard Terror, probably. Okay. Yeah, also the Thing in the Ices are so awkward here. Because none of my creatures are horrors. Yeah, like, I don't want to flip this Thing in the Ice. I mean, ideally they're dead by the time that I flip it. Yeah, this is kind of weird. I don't think these Thing in the Ices are that good. I don't know what would be a better alternative threat. Hidden Strings. Okay. That is exactly what I'm saying. Sheoldred's nice. You do have a lot of cantrips. Yeah, Sheoldred also very good against Lotus Field. So that could definitely help. Yeah, like I understood that the concept was it was good against green. But it's just so bad with the rest of your cards that I don't think it's worth it. What about the other serpent? Which serpent are you referring to? Sure, I'm dead. Cryptic Serpent. Which one's that? 5 UU, Serpent 6/5, Gospel Illustration, Sorcerer Graveyard. The awkward part about that one is it's double blue, which I guess maybe is okay if you have enough blue sources, but it doesn't have Ward 2. Could be okay. I mean, at that point, I'd rather just have more copies of Terror, because we only have 2 Tolarian Terrors right now. Any advice for learning a new format? Haven't played Pioneer since last season. Any advice for learning a new format? That's kind of a tough question to answer. I mean, I guess if you're looking to test, probably just start on looking on Goldfish. Look at the I guess 5 or 6 most played decks, and maybe try a couple leagues with each, just to kind of get a feel for each individual deck. But honestly, Pioneer is not that much different than it was last season. Like, a lot of the decks are still around. I guess there's less of the Incarnation decks, because that deck was pretty popular last season. But yeah, it is relatively similar. Doesn't Angler Nombo with Terror? Yeah, well, that's the thing, right? We have Murderous Cuts, but you don't want to play a ton of Delve cards, because that makes your Terrors worse. That's the awkward part. So you need to find a good balance, like a good mix, I'm not sure what the good mix is, but you wouldn't play a ton of the only reason I think we have 2 Terrors is because we have the 3 Delve cards. But maybe it makes more sense to just play more Terrors and less Delve cards, or vice versa. I guess at that point you would rather play more Terrors and no Delve cards, but you don't want to play a ton of each. Is it only Modern Season in Europe now? Yes, on Pioneer for the RCs. Well, the regional championship in the United States is the middle of December, so it's about a month and a half from now, or maybe a month and a week, and that is going to be Pioneer. I mean, we can beat this. They only have 1 card, and we can just go Thoughtseize Entity. Alright, I mean, sure. They have nothing left. I'm gonna go bottom, top. Was I not just dead? I feel like I was dead that turn. I don't really understand what happened there. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I was dead that turn. Yeah, they definitely goofed up. So they go to 10, and we have a 4-turn clock. It's a really good draw. Imagine them not getting punished. Please, one time, punish my opponent. Please. Yeah, this deck doesn't even have that many lands, right? How many lands are we playing? 19. Yes, that is correct. We're playing 19 lands, and I've drawn 8 of them. Jesus. Okay, Scrying's is whatever. That doesn't find them action. I guess that gets them a stage. Yeah, 2 on the bottom, too. Oh, yeah, there's 1 in the graveyard. I didn't count the 1 that I milled, but I have seen 9 lands, yeah. They got Otawara. Okay. Sure. That's a decent draw. Does it matter what I get rid of? They have 3 strings, 1 petition. I'm trying to think if they draw Balaged. I can always hold up the flashback. I don't need to... I want to do it at least once main phase to try and find a cantrip. Yeah, I guess Pora makes the most sense if they find Leer. Yeah. So now do I flash it back? Flashing it back is pretty important because it does potentially give me a 2-turn clock. Yeah, I think I'm just going to flash it back. Because, also, if I take their petition, they have no action anyways. The only card they can get back is Verdict, I guess. Yeah, I'm just going to do it now. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. These. Alright, so they go to 4, and now they have to Otawara the Stormwing Entity. They don't have a choice. Their hand is Lotus Field, Otawara. Why Esper, Andy? Any particular reason? Okay. Oh, because they want to play the Lotus Field main phase. Yeah, sure. I'm with you. Okay, I'll do this. Leave up blue-black in case we draw Thoughtseize or Dispute. Okay. I feel like we've seen almost every single land in our deck at some point this game. Please, Brick. Please, please, Brick. I just need a match win. I haven't had a match win in like 3 hours. Please, just Brick. Please. Please. Yeah, I guess the nice thing is we're drawing heat. I can assure you that. We don't have many lands left. We got a lot of heat in our deck. What is a heavy play? Exclamation point heavy play. Delegate targeting verdict. Oh no. Not like this. Fuck. Alright, I guess I should have killed their verdict, huh? 1, 2, 3, 4. I need to do this main phase to try and find a threat. It's irrelevant. Just brick, please. I've drawn enough lands this game for you to brick like one turn. I don't know if I want to cast this Cling again, though, is the issue. I guess I'll see what they drew. They didn't draw land. Do I actually have to... I have to Thoughtseize that, right? In case they draw strings. Yeah, I think I do. Go. I think I probably have to Cling now. I need to find a threat. Don't you dare draw poor. There's no way. You can't draw poor here. Come on, please. Draw land like me. They're playing more lands in their deck than I am. For what it's worth. And I've seen a lot more lands than they have this game. Alright, Cling. I guess I will get rid of Balagad Recovery. I just need to find some action. They're all spells, so it doesn't matter what I exile at this point. Needle Vizier. I kind of wanted to Needle Stage, but I guess Stage just doesn't matter at this point. Those are good draws. Could name Chandra, yeah. Let's see me draw off the Beanstalk first. I'm just going to get rid of Needle. We actually haven't played in a sorcery, right? So we have to go Stormwing first? Or, sorry, Opt first. Bottom that. Blue this. Found Consider. Have I played a land yet? No, but I can't really hit anything, right? What can I consider into? I guess Thoughtseize? Guess I can hit Thoughtseize. Would I even keep Thoughtseize? That actually could be a relevant card if they draw another Balagad. Alright, please draw Balagad. Please draw Balagad. For the love of all that is holy and moly. And Jolie. Draw Balagad Recovery, please. They draw another verdict. Stop! Stop with that. They're not going to draw another verdict. This game has been insane. This has definitely been one of the games of all time. God. I can't handle this. Bro. Why? Come on. I just bought him 2 of those fucking Sheoldred's Edicts, too. Can't beat that. I have 2 Edicts in my deck. The problem is they're on the bottom of my deck. That's the issue. What is this? Oh. Oh, thank you for letting me shuffle. Appreciate that, opponent. Appreciate that. Appreciate that. We love the shuffle. Yeah, I guess I keep that. It's just more looks, right? We love the free shuffles. Beanstalk first? Yeah, I guess Beanstalk first, right? Green, this, Beanstalk. Aha! Thanks for the shuffle. Thanks for the free shuffle. Ah, man. Chat didn't want me to keep in that Sheoldred's Edict, huh? Literally just won me the game. That was like... I need a shower after that game. That was intense. What is it? I mean, if you just read the command, Otter House, it tells you what it is. Do you know how to read, Otter? Do I want a land or a massacre? I kind of just want to land. Imagine reading. Imagine reading. I'm actually going to go Beanstalk here, right? We can go consider Stormwing next turn. Otter knows I'm trolling. Jund, huh? I don't know if I want this. It's kind of nice with Beanstalk. It's kind of awkward with Shredder, though. I probably should keep it. Yeah, I should keep that in case they play, like... They have, like, Glissa or something. I could just Meathook for 3. I guess not next turn. We'll go bottom, top. And now if they have Sheoldred, we have Murderous Cut. But to answer your question, Otter House, heavy play is your #1 resource for deck boxes, playmats, sleeves, dice boxes, and what they do, I actually have some of their products here to do a little dip. They use what's called the Equip Mag system, and what happens is, so you have your deck box here, right? There's your deck box, and here's your little dice box, right? You put your dice in there, cool, and they actually equip together. And their playmats also has the same Equip Mag system. So you can also put your deck box and your dice box, if I actually do it the right way, on your playmat, and they just stay right there. There you go. Everything all in one. And you can kind of like put it all together, carry it all together. There you go. It's heavy play. Their sleeves, you can't double sleeves. They have inners. They have their own inners. So you have different. So they have. They're called curve sleeves. And as you can probably assume, you'll notice the top of the sleeve is the same, but the bottom, see how it's a little curved right there? And they actually have their own inner sleeves that you can also get for, that are also curved at the bottom. How do magnets work? That's a question I don't have an answer for you. That one you'll have to figure out yourself. Figure that one out on your own time. But they do. Kill my Stormwing, attack, play Harvester. Can set up for a pretty big Meathook Massacre next turn. So why don't we just go... Consider Stormwing Tapland. Beans. Too many beans. Do I want this Cling? I don't think so. We have 7 cards in hand. It's a lot. Just to dodge Thoughtseize on Meathook Massacre. Double sleeve cards still have open access to the card at the top. No, they're designed so that it's the other way around. So they put the curve is at the top on the... Yeah, you know what I mean. So it's like what you would normally do with double sleeve, where you would kind of seal it off. They just have it open at the bottom of the curve in the inner sleeve. So you go upside down in the inner sleeve and then put it in the normal way in the regular sleeve. All right. Well, they did have Thoughtseize for my Meathook Massacre. That's kind of unfortunate. It's a pretty good turn. It's a pretty good turn. 2, 3, 4, 5. Definitely have to upkeep this. Okay, kill the Sheoldred. Do the thing. 3 spells in graveyard. I need to find another removal spell for this. What do I consider first? So 5 spells. This would be spell 6. Then I can play Terror. Reflection Bloodtithe is so gross. I thought he was so brutal. Because I also put another... I put a Meathook Massacre on the bottom. Because I already had one. Kinda wish I had that other Meathook Massacre now. Yeah, I've been to cut too. I mean, bidding the cut was fine because I already had another one, and it wasn't clear that I was going to have enough cards in graveyard to use both. So I think that was fine. Maybe I actually just do this. Play a tap land. And then just set up for Beanstalk Terror next turn. I think I like that. I think I like this better. Should I have Shredded first? Well, no, because I upkeep cast Murderous Cut on the Sheoldred. So that was my 3rd spell of the turn anyways. I could have taken 2 more damage to put the Shredder in play first, but then I would have taken more damage from the Sheoldred, and that would have been bad. So I don't think that was very good. Okay. They will simply just brick. Why did you send a YouTube link? Oh, sure, okay. Because you're asking how magnets worked. I'm going to block. I am going to block. Yeah, but I really only have 1 left to draw. So... 5 spells in graveyard. So, I mean, I could just play a bunch of stuff. So Shredder 1, Sleight 2, trigger Shredder twice. If I find an untapped land, then I can go Bean into Terror. The other line is what? Bean, Sleight, Entity. That puts less power in play. I think I'm pretty likely to hit if I just go Shredder Sleight of Hand, right? I need to find an untapped land in the top 5 cards, which I think is doable. All right, 4 cards. Okay, there's the untapped land. So I don't need the Sleight of Hand. Oh, perfect. Well, I guess in that case... Obviously, I'm going to Fatal Push this, but what else do I do? Do I play Entity or do I play Terror? Probably Entity. Did I just brew this? No, I found this in the challenge top 16, I think. We'll keep both of those. Yeah, I think it was the top 16 of the Sunday challenge, I want to say. That's where I found the list. Honestly, it's felt pretty decent, Tomber. I've liked it so far. I think there's maybe something here. Yeah, the sideboard is kind of ass. Not a big fan of the sideboard. Needs a little bit of work. Like, Thing in the Ice is really awkward in this deck, where all of your creatures get bounced by it. Because they Fatal Push my Shredder, that's how I got Revolt. I just want some threat to bring in matchups where I want to cut a lot of my removal. I'm pretty into just trading Hive for Stormwing here. can't really get punished for this. If they Fatal Push Shredder, then we still trade either way, right? If they had pushed, they would just kill the Shredder before attacks. So we get to go Beanstalk Terror. Draw before the Shredder. Our opponent has conceded from the game. I wonder why. I wonder why our opponent no longer wanted to play with us. This is how people in Modern feel. A Shredder felt good despite only push target? Yes. Well, the thing about Shredder, too, is not only do you have a bunch of 1-mana cantrips to facilitate Stormwing Entity, you also just get to put a bunch of stuff in your graveyard for Terror. I honestly think that maybe you should just be trimming on Massacre and Terror and playing 4 copies of this. 4 Stormwing, 4 Terror seems like a really good recipe, along with the Beanstalks. And that's kind of where just having more threats, I think, would be better. I haven't been a big fan of these Meathooks. I understand X equals 3 does trigger Beanstalk, and that's cool, but I don't know, it doesn't feel like a main deck card to me. It's a good sideboard card, but I don't think I'd main deck this. Yeah, they're good in this matchup for sure. Definitely good in this matchup. Shadow's Verdict. Shadow's Verdict is really awkward with Shredder, so you probably would not be able to play Shredder if you played Verdict. You could maybe do a build that's like 4 Terror, 4 Stormwing, no Shredder, and then you could play Verdict. Yeah, I will in a second, Soundstorm. I got you. What am I sideboarding? Just the Kaitos? I'm going to go in Kaito, out Cling, I think. Sounds fine. I don't know if I want Needle. All right, somebody wanted to see the sleeves. All right, I have both here. I have both the inner and the outer. And I have a card sleeve, so I'll show you. Oh, I didn't double sleeve this one. I double sleeve something else. What did I double sleeve? Oh, this. Yeah, sure. Okay. So here you go. I'll take it out of both sleeves. So, first of all, there's the inner sleeve. Right, so this is the top, and that's the bottom. It's hard to see because it's clear, but see this little curve right there? And the seal, or the out, or the thing is here. So you go, put that, it's hard to do this upside down or backwards. So you go there, and then the curve is still at the bottom. I know it's kind of hard to tell, but the curve is right there, at the bottom. There you go. And then you go, it's kind of nice. It feels like they're a little bit bigger, but like there's not too much room on the edges, if that makes sense. But they kind of slide in a lot nicer. Is this supposed to reduce wear on cards? Double sleeving, yes. Double sleeve is supposed to reduce wear. Because you're protecting the inside, the card that's on the inside a little bit more. Oh, the full text lands? Dude, they're based. What are you talking about? They're so good. They're actually insane. It's really all about the sliding, if we're being honest. What did you just say? What did you just say? I'm going to keep this hand. It's kind of based. Especially if they don't Thoughtseize my Beanstalk. Oh, tilt. You got a song request? Got you. They took up the Beanstalk. Alright, in the queue. I got you, Bleachow. I did, yeah. I did do the reveal. New sponsor, Heavy Play! Exclamation point, Heavy Play. What are they thinking about? Thinking about them beans. Thinking about them beans. Thinking about something. Maybe they're thinking about what to eat for dinner tonight. What should I eat for dinner? Yeah, I'm excited. I really do enjoy their products. They sent me a bunch of stuff to demo. We did like a demonstrations. You know, we did an unboxing earlier. Went through all the stuff they sent me. It's really, really sweet. Bring to life Valky, draw 1. If you cast Tybalt, it's draw 2. Well, yeah, for each bean you have. It does trigger Beanstalk. Chad, how excited are we to play some pure Modern? Alright, I will let you take my consider. I know I'm pretty excited. Well, we gotta get to the sub goal first. We're still a ways away. No, it's not scheduled. We haven't hit the sub goal yet. We are a little under 90 subs away. A little under 90 away. I'm going to cast the Consider here. Because I can just cling Stormwing on the next turn. Chance I might double opt here. We'll see. No, a little under 90. It should be at 611, right? Maybe it's not updated as much. Okay, yeah, it's not updated from the last two that we got. I don't know why the sub goal takes a little bit of time to update. It's kind of weird. Oh, right. I forgot that everybody plays that card. How could I forget? How could I forget? To be fair, in our opponent's defense, it is the best card in Pioneer. I don't blame them for casting it. It is definitively the best card in Pioneer. Okay, stop, please. Odds they give me a Fatal Push target. I think pretty good. Unless they go land Sheoldred. Topping this is so bad if they go land Sheoldred. But I'm just going to risk it. I don't give a shit about that. 69% odds, yeah. I'm just gassing for 5 mana. Pretty sure they do have Sheoldred in hand. Any Murderous Cuts? I have time for this? I don't think I do. I'm just going to take the hit. Yeah, it was very obvious they had Shelly in hand. Because they didn't cast a Bloodscythe Harvester or a Fable in the first 3 turns. Sure. Yeah, that's not exactly going to cut it. Alright. Draw Murderous Cut, I guess. Man, I wish I had one more card in my graveyard. I could cut into an untapped land. Yeah, we can cut into an untapped land. Or not. Alright, go. Go to 4. What else am I going to do? I'm just going to die to it if I don't go to 4. Seeking the Beast. Oh god, not another Go Blank. How will I ever beat a second... Imagine if they actually cast Go Blank over Fable. I'm going to lose it if they cast Go Blank this turn. I'm going to lose it if they cast Go Blank this turn. Because it's obviously not correct. Alright. Opponent has a soul. Okay, so... Fatal Push this. True, it is the best card in Pioneer. You're not wrong. So we do this. We draw. Definitely do not want either of those. I mean, maybe they do. It's kind of unclear. So if they cast Sheoldred, we have to draw exactly Sheoldred's Edict. That's very flavorful. Our only out to Sheoldred is Sheoldred's Edict. Yeah, you can't play Giganta because you can't cut this card. I think I'd rather hold the Meathook to be able to cast it for more. Depending on what happens. That currently costs 5. Kind of want to wait to cast the Meathook until these flip. So I think I'm supposed to play Terror here. Yeah, I'm gonna play Terror. Alright, go. Costs 4. No, it's for each instant and sorcery. And this is not an instant or sorcery, so it costs 5. Meathook for 5. Well, I could have Meathook for 3'd, but I want to kill the Reflection first. Like, if they break, they're just going to cast this. Right? See? Yeah, this is, like, phenomenal for me. Sure. Might as well do that too, right? And then X equals 3. Draw 2, X equals 3, gain 3 life, play this tapped. Maybe could have attacked first, but it is kind of dicey if they block, right? That was kind of disgusting. Yeah, I think the life is more important, because also if they just chump block first, then it's awkward, right? A couple of dig through time would work fine. Yeah, so I kind of agree with you. It's just there's only a certain number of delve spells that you can actually play. And I don't know what that number is. You know? It's like, we gotta find that right balance. Oh, it costs 2. I kind of want to save the Consider in case I draw something. I guess the way that I'm losing this game is Sheoldred. Is there a way that I can beat Sheoldred? I could have... Oh, you know what I could have done? I could have kept the Fatal Push, because then I could push my own Shredder and then push their Sheoldred. That might have been the line. Okay, they scooped anyways, but... Yeah, I think keeping the second Fatal Push was actually good, because even though I can't turn on Revolt, I can at least push my own thing to turn on Revolt, so... That was gross. Opponent revealed Gigantha. This hand is kind of based. I think I'm going to hold up Fatal Push on 1. It's better if they have Elf. Because I'd much rather play Beanstalk on 2. Especially if we can find a Stormwing Entity. Ooh, the Rona. So why don't we go Sleight of Hand first? Okay, finding Stormwing is not bad. What's the plan here? MTG bot still does not have new cards. I don't want to take both. I guess taking the Opt is just... There's no point in putting the... I guess I could put the Opt second, like draw the Thoughtseize, then the turn after Opt to try and find more gas. I think that makes sense. I think that does make sense. Because I can just go... No, that's kind of weird, right? Yeah, because if I'm going to cast a cantrip, I'm just going to take the Opt anyways. So it's kind of weird, right? Thoughtseize, cantrip, and a removal. Right, exactly. So it's like, keeping the Opt is kind of weird. Kind of pointless, right? Well, we're actually dead if they have Cauldron Elf. Does not look like they have that. Specialist good, though. Kind of scary. We basically can't beat Cauldron at any point this game. So let's Thoughtseize first. We have to take Cauldron. So... I guess I have Clang, if I wanted to hold up Clang. Maybe that was fine. I really wanted to find a Fatal Push for this. Which I guess is not even that good because they have Tyvar. Okay, you know what? Let's just attack for 5. Let's attack for 5 and hold up Clang, I think. Could, like, EOT consider. There's just no reason to... There's no reason to kill this now. Even if we find Fatal Push, they just go Tyvar, get it back. Yeah, the Reflector Mage is kind of annoying. Maybe I should have just left them with the... Yeah, I should have taken the Reflector Mage and just left them with this, because we have Clang. That would have been a lot better. I wasn't even thinking about the Clang. Just, like, having that as a good answer to Cauldron. Yeah, I can. I forgore. Streamer forgore. Yeah, this sucks. So another hand is Rallier Tyvar. I have located our win condition. forgot we had that card. I totally forgot we had that card. Alright, good thing we main deck these Meathooks, huh? Sure. Still know they have Rallier. Now we get to go Cantrip, Stormwing. If we hit something good on top, we can cling into it. That's a little bit better. I don't care about Rallier because I have Cling, right? So we just Stormwing here. Draw a card. It's pretty good. Bottom. Bottom. Now I can shock, make them sack the Rona, and then hold up Clang. What was the round 1 loss? Round 1 loss was to... God, it was so long ago. I actually forgot. What did we lose to round 1, chat? I don't even remember. What was this person playing? Oh, they're playing blue-black control. It seemed like kind of a tough matchup. Yeah, we lost to blue-black control. It wasn't really blue-black control, though, because they had, like, Gifted Aetherborn and stuff. There was a weird list. They had some weird cards going on. I kind of want to spend a lot of time on this, though. This deck feels pretty good. I guess we can cycle one of these now. Just to try and find a threat. That's all I wanted to find. I will kill Tyvar. We actually don't currently have an answer to a Prime Speaker. Like, if they just rip a Prime Speaker off the top... Targets... I guess I don't want them to know that I have a second Cling. Okay, they scooped. Dope. Yeah, it's like Phoenix, but the threats are a little bit stickier. It's kind of the vibes that I'm getting. Fortunately, this does not kill Prime Speaker Vanifar. Needle's good. Spute is sus-ish. Counters Vanifar, counters Rona, but nothing else. Duress, there's not that many spells. There's Tyvar Cauldron, but not that much else past that. This has to be a good Thing in the Ice matchup, right? Like, if there's any matchup for Thing in the Ice, it has to be this one. Although, maybe not, though. It's still just kind of slow. I guess I don't really have any bad cards, right? Everything's pretty good. We benefit from a single Banana Man. I think if I wanted more threats, I would rather have more Tolarian Terrors, just because we're already playing 3 Delve cards. I don't think so. I think it doesn't hit enough. I guess it also kills the 3-2. It kills Extraction Specialist. That could be okay. I am going to keep this. I'm going to ship the second land. But yeah, you'll notice we're not playing Treasure Cruise, which is kind of crazy for our, consider Sleight of Hand op deck. But the reason for that is because Treasure Cruise conflicts with Tolarian Terror, so you have to find the right mix of Delve spells plus this card. Because you don't want to play, like, too many Delve cards, and then your Terrors are a lot worse. Or, well, you can't have too many Terrors, because these don't exile the graveyard, so it's fine. But you know what I mean? You got to be a little bit careful of that. Yeah, we could definitely play more Terrors. I also wonder if you just want to sideboard Sheoldred over the Thing in the Ices as kind of like your post-board threat. It's kind of gross. Three. I have to top that. I just need lands. But now I can't play Terror. Oh, maybe I can play Terror this turn now. Okay, we'll keep that. Do I need this land? What's my turn next turn? Top both. And then I can just go cantrip, push, terror. Yeah, that should be fine. We can do that. Yeah, Shelly would make a lot of sense in this deck. I don't know if you want it main deck, but I think it's good in the sideboard. Okay, so they're going to Fauna Shaman main phase. What are they going to get? If they were going to get Prime Speaker, they would just wait till end phase. So they're getting something... Oh, okay. Gotcha. I'm with you. I'm with you. Well, now we can just push this. That's awkward. Maybe we should have saved the opt. Because I kind of have to push this. I guess I should have saved the opt, huh? It's probably still okay to top it. Because if I draw a land, then fine, I can still cast it, right? If I just draw a land, I have 5 mana. And if I don't draw a land, I'm drawing a spell, which means I can probably also cast it. Am I supposed to kill the Rona over the Fauna Shaman? That's kind of close. Perhaps I am. Jesus Christ. Let's get the Fauna Shaman anyways. Gross. She crawl on my harpoon till I... Till I'm Urin? Okay. That is not bad. Yeah, we need a Meathook here. Gotta find that card. I'm certainly not attacking. I'm just trying to think of which one I'm killing. I think I kind of have to kill the Rona. And just hope they don't draw a creature. Because they can just flip... If they brick, they can flip the Rona. But I guess if they flip Rona, then I trade. And I have no cards in hand, so maybe that's fine. Right? Okay, so I kill Fauna Shaman, play Entity, pass. They brick, they flip Rona, attack, I trade. Then I have this versus these two. I guess that's not terrible, right? Yeah, that's actually fine, I think. Yeah, that's okay. Meathook has been kind of sick. I do like the Meathooks. I just don't know if I want the main deck, you know? I think it's good in somewhere in the deck list, just not sure if I want them in the main deck. Down tonight. I don't think I want either of those. What happens if you Meathook for 3 but Storming in play? No, because Prowess doesn't wear off until the cleanup step, so you get to keep your Storming in play. Stop drawing mimics, please, stop! Alright, we just need to find a Meathook Massacre. Does this get better post-Ixalan? What Ixalan cards do you want to play? Oh, they get back the Harpooner. Sure, I guess that makes sense. Meathook Massacre. I bottomed that. Actually bottomed it, I swear. I promised I bottomed it. I have a question. What happens if you Stubborn Denial a spell with Storming in play? Prowess would trigger, your creature would be a 4/4, and then you would have a 4/4 when you resolve Stubborn Denial. Okay, that's like one of the few cards that does not allow me to cast Stormwing. Land or any other spell would have done it. Does chat know game rules? Maybe. I don't know. I'm not sure I know how to answer that question. Haywire Might. That's bad. It's very, very bad. We're not dead because they don't have a Vannifar in the graveyard. I have a question. How do I get a foil Talion on MTGO? You subscribe to twitch.tv/Doomwake, and then you get one sent right to your account. Good card. Yeah, I don't think that qualifies as a good card. It's actually a horrendous card. But I will cast it so I can play my other Stormwing Entity. You just sec this. Thanks, Tupperware. I appreciate that. Thank you for the kind words. That's very nice of you to say. They kept the... Why'd they keep the Mitt? That's kind of weird. I don't know why they kept the Might. Well, I'm glad you're enjoying the stream, Tupperware. That's very nice of you to say that. I'm doing my best, you know? I'm trying. I'm going to bottom these. I just have to find Meathook Massacre. Is there a way that I can race them? We're going to find out. Oh, you know what's kind of awkward? They can make one of these a 5/4. Yeah, which trades for terror. That's kind of annoying. I've been very, very happy with the Pioneer format. They've chosen to put a counter on Rona. Oh, right. We're just dead. Because they just... Yeah, okay. Right, we're dead. Okay. Game 3. Game 3. Game 3. Game 3. Game 3. Well, well, well. What do we do about this? Again, I don't really have a lot of sideboard cards. We could bring in Dispute just to counter Rona and Vannifar, but it's so narrow. I don't think I want that. Thing in the Ice is okay, but it's kind of slow. I'm just going to run it back. What's the combo? What do you mean? I don't know. What's the question? Why does everything have to have a combo? Not everything's got to be about combos. Oh, you're saying their combo. Funny enough, I actually have the combo command actually has a link to their combo because I was playing their deck a lot. So you can actually type in !combo if you're looking for the combo for their deck. It's very fitting that I have that command when I'm playing against the deck. This hand does have Meathook Massacre. And it is my best card in the matchup. It's a little awkward with the tap lands. I want to keep this hand so bad. Alright, I'm going to try it. I don't know if this hand should be a keep. But I think it's close enough. Tap land's kind of sus, though. Alright, Fatal Push out the top. Uh-oh. It's not good. Corridor Monitor. Turn to Rona. Bruh. Alright, surely I'm not going to miss a land drop, right? Okay, not bad. Oh, they just have it? Well, they typed GG's in the chat before casting their thing, so that checks out. I love it. All right. Let's get a little 3-2 prediction going, shall we? What do we have here? Our opponent has a Gigantha. We have 2 Meathook Massacres. That's kind of a lot, but the rest of this hand's good enough, I think. Try it. Yeah, it needs a little bit of work, but I like it. What you got? What type of Gigantha deck are we working with? Rakdos Sacrifice. I'm gonna take Thoughtseize and probably slow roll the Shredder for a turn, so I can at least get a loot out of it. This card is very good against Sacrifice, I will say that. Yeah, I'm just gonna pass. We can go Shredder, Sleight of Hand next turn, loot away the extra Massacre. Big shreds. Do I want a Fatal Push or a Thoughtseize? Fatal Push is a lot better if they cast Fable next turn. I'm going to take Fatal Push. It's kind of close. I have a question. Why didn't we play Tap Land? What do you mean? Because it's a fast land. If I play Breeding Pool and draw another fast land, I get punished, which is exactly what happened. On turn 2. Yeah, I played a fast land. What's the question here? I don't get it. I don't understand the question. What did I miss? I must have missed something on the test. What am I looking for here if I opt? I only have 3 spells in the graveyard. I guess Stormwing Entity? Well, there you go. So now we can do this. Bottom, top. We didn't have tap lands. Seemed kind of narrow to pay 2 life for that. This deck has a lot of fast lands. I think it was 100% correct. Because you get so punished if you don't play the fast land there. Okay, this is a pretty good Meathook Massacre. We get to go attack first for more damage. No, I'm going to Meathook here for sure. Because then our Stormwing doesn't die, which is kind of hot. It's like really hard for them to, if they have Cat Oven, it's really hard for them to activate Cat Oven when you have this card in play. Juicy J. So their hand is Gigantha, 1 unknown. Oh no, we know they discarded Ramby Nap. Okay. Yeah, so Gigantha, 1 unknown. I could Cling main phase, but I think I'm just gonna chill. Yeah, I'm gonna chill and hold up Cut. Probably like 5 mana Cut end of turn or something to kill the Gigantha. Yeah, we don't care about Cat Oven. Maybe Massacre. That we kind of care about. I'm gonna cycle Cling. Am I gonna cycle Cling? I could Fatal Push the Shaman token first. Yeah, I do kind of want to cycle the Cling here. I'm losing a bit of damage from the Storming Entity. That's kind of unfortunate, too. Okay, that resolves. Prowess trigger. Fatal Push goes to the graveyard. And now we will Cling their Dispute. I just want to find some action. This is worse if I draw Tolarian Terror, because I'm exiling a lot of cards in my graveyard. Yeah, but like my plan is to just cut the Gigantha anyways, right? Do I cut first? I just let them have Gigantha? Yeah, I mean, why do I care about Gigantha, right? Ooh, can I do this and leave the Cling? I can, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, I want to leave the Cling for sure. Yeah, that's fine. Let me do this. Find some action for next turn. Beans is fine. So we can keep the Beanstalk because it's a redraw plus Prowess. I don't think I want this Thoughtseize, though. I will keep the Beanstalk. So they go to 10. Actually, keeping Thoughtseize just presents lethal, right? Because then we have 2 5/5s. I mean, we could also Beanstalk into any spell, right? But maybe it's better to keep the Thoughtseize there. I feel like we can do better. It's a little scary. Actually, it's pretty fucking scary, yeah. Even though we have the Meathook Massacre, they can still probably kill both of our Stormwings pretty easily. Like, they don't care about us gaining a bunch of life. What do we have to find under this Beanstalk? Another Cut, maybe? Updated State of Pioneer. People seem to like the updated State of Pioneer tweet. Am I baiting? Maybe. Blood Tithe Harvester. I guess the good news is they don't have Familiar yet, so that's kind of a little bit of reprieve. Yeah, they have to sack the Harvester to kill the entity, which is, you know, fine for them. But at least they don't have Cat yet. Alright, good card off this, please. That'll do it. I think I just main phase this for the damage, and I just tap out. Yeah. I think the extra point of damage is relevant. I know it's a little awkward putting a card in my hand if they draw Thoughtseize, but I also don't want to exile cards from my graveyard because we could draw Tolarian Terror. So I think that made sense. 3 mana, another Fable. Okay. We need to find a single spell. Assuming they have nothing, of course. Oh, I guess they have food tokens. So, they don't have nothing. Well, even if I drew a spell, they have food tokens to kind of stay alive a little bit. I'm going to hold the land in hand to discard to Shredder. His name is John Cena. God, they have double Fable now. Ah, no! This is, Oh, no, they can't flip this one this turn. They have Kroxa, though. That's bad. Yeah, this is kind of dicey. We're not in a good spot here. Okay. Yeah. Hopping Shaman token. Does that mean they drew Mayhem Devil? Because otherwise I feel like they would just get Kroxa back, which I guess they can do anyways. But now if they get Kroxa back, I guess they wouldn't have enough to pop a food anyways. Yeah, they can't get Kroxa back, because they just die. So they have to at least pop a food here. Yeah, okay. Alright, we need to, like, string off a couple of cards here. As is, they can pop 2 food. Yeah. Alright, good card, please. It's a start. It's definitely a start. Need a little bit more help, though. Unfortunately, that is not help. That is actually not help. For a 19-land deck, we have been flooding a lot with this deck. I mean, we do not have that many lands in here. Kind of crazy. Why are we not holding up double Fable? It's kind of strange. No, I need one more card in the graveyard for Cling. Cling is Escape 5, and I only have 4 other cards. So I couldn't Cling there. You got me thinking. You almost maybe thought that I missed the Cling, but yeah, we were 1 card short. So they're gonna Kroxa with 1 food available. If I can somehow get this to 8/8, we can kill them. Seems pretty unlikely to do that though. Alright, give me a spell, please. Give me a spell. Technically counts. Now, I think... God, this is the exact position that I was like, well, this is awkward, where if I Murderous Cut and exile my graveyard, then Terror's a lot worse, right? So it's like, do I tap mana? I feel like I just maximize the cards that I have left, right? So I think I should just exile 5 cards. Cling an end step. Yeah, I could have Cling end step. That would have been good. I was just F6, but I could have, yeah, I could have clinked end step. I think I'm just going to exile all 5, though. I just keep as much mana as possible. Leave the cling in the graveyard. Or not 5, but 4, you know what I mean. Deadly Dispute. Okay. Yeah, if we find enough cantrips, they can still only sack 1 food. Okay. Those are not cantrips. But it is nice that it kills Reflection. I did on board to, like, the creature lands? I don't think so, because I have a blocker. Yeah, that's a good point. I guess it's like, do I keep enough cards in the graveyard for Clang? Alright, let's go to combat. This does force them to pop the food, though. Because I can Edict to make them pop the food. It's a close game. Really close game. They're gonna pop the food anyways. I'm gonna do this now. Yeah, for sure, Tomber, yeah. There's a lot we can do to this list. Make it a little bit better, clean it up a little bit. So I go to 10. They go to 3. Now the question is, do we play Shredder as a blocker? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Even with an untapped land, they can't animate both creature lands. I'm just trying to think if I'd rather keep the Shredder to trigger... Like, if I keep the Shredder and draw a spell... I mean, I guess if I draw a cantrip, I'm more likely to find... Yeah, it's fine, I'll just play it. I was thinking that if I wanted to, like, trigger the Connive on the Shredder next turn. Need to play Shredder, I die to Kroxa. How would I die to Kroxa? They can't haste the Kroxa. Oh, well, I'd probably die to that. Yeah, that's like mega dead, right? Yeah. Close game. Don't really have a ton in the sideboard for this matchup. I can't imagine I want Dig in the Ice. Don't think that's very good. Needle could be good against Oven. Yeah, some Shellys in the main could be alright. I'm going to cut one of my Shredders. Let's do this. Thank you for the follow. Chat, if you are new to the stream and you are enjoying the content, do me a big favor. This is your hourly check. If you are not following the stream, do me a big favor and go ahead and hit that follow button. And while you're there, you can also check to see if you got a free Prime sub available. If you're feeling so inclined. We're getting pretty close to Pure Modern. I am excited. Animate Landscape Kroxa. That would have been 2, 4, 8. Oh, sure. Yeah, it would have been 11. Is that the third devil? I think we killed the first 2, right? That sounds good. This might be a hand that does not want to play Thoughtseize on 1. And then we can Shredder on 2, Thoughtseize Entity on 3. It's kind of the punish. They might just take Massacre, though. Because if they take Thoughtseize and I just draw any 1-mana any 1-mana spell, which I have 19 in my deck, it's pretty easy for me to still be able to cast this on 3. Yeah, they took Massacre, makes sense. It's not too bad. Could maybe save that to try and name Fable down the road. See what they do. Okay, that's rough. Now they take Stormwing. I need to find a threat. It's not a threat, but it's a thing. That's a threat. Harvester, Kroxa, Devil, Oven. Can I have that needle back? Yo, let me get that needle back. You bet I'm a fan of beans? I'm a fan of beans and Pioneer, where it feels like it's a little bit more fair. Modern, not so much, though. That's a completely different story. Are they going to trigger my Shredder? They don't. Okay. This thing costs... how much? I only have one spell in the graveyard because I have an enchantment, a creature, and an artifact. You know. This is kind of awkward. Them having the Croaks is super, super weird, too. Because if I play land, then I have to discard the Fatal Push if I want to keep the Terror. Which I guess is fine. I'm just not going to cast the Fatal Push. Because then they play Croxa, I discard Fatal Push, I'll rip untap land, then I can just go land Terror, because this will be the second spell for Terror. I guess they're just going to discard the Croxa. Yeah, okay. Well, now I can Fatal Push the Harvester, maybe. Still almost feel like I need to save it for Croxa. I could just hope the top deck a Clang. Yeah, I'm going to kill it. Is there any new decks that have a chance with Ixalan? Yes, there are plenty of new decks that have a chance with Ixalan. And as soon as the set drops, I will be playing a lot of them. So if you're looking forward to the new set coming out, I got a lot of decks on the horizon. Unfortunately, Beanstalk is not an instant nor a sorcery. They have an Oven. I'm just never blocking here, right? Because they can very easily just kill my Shredder if I block. If we ever get to cook with these beans, then we're doing something. How does Delirium check for battles now? It counts as a type for Delirium. I somehow have drawn 2 cards in a row that like the only uncastables. That's very, very unfortunate. Exclamation point unfortunate. Yeah, I'm good. They get just the OT pop Ruins, then get back to Croxa. Man, that was rough. Drawing back-to-back Stormwing Entities. Oh, man. So close. So close. So close to greatness. Let's fix the deck. What are we fixing? All right. I'm going to run to the bathroom and grab a water, and you can chat.